this is Kelly.Broaddus with Kelly.Broaddus Real Estate Advisors. I'm coming to you today to do a little video to talk about the big question that's on everybody's mind, and that is, are we in a bubble? It is a big question, and it deserves to be weighed upon. So here are my thoughts about that. And a little bit about why I think this is a lot different than 2008 was. A lot of people are saying they're having flashbacks, and true, that is true, but this is very different than it was in 2008. And I have to say, I can't predict the future. None of us can. We don't know what's going to happen in the economy. We don't know. So that is just has to be left alone. So the thing that's different is with the price increases of 2008, it was fueled by, not by low interest rates, it was fueled by easy lending. That is the big difference. Right now we have historically low interest rates and people can afford more. So, but the lending isn't like it was then. We've seen in certain parts of the country, Arizona in particular, 21% price increases, which is just amazing, up to 21% compared to last year. So let's talk a little bit about the lending and how it's different. So back then they had mortgages like stated income. You could state your assets, you could state your income. It was 100% based on your credit score. And believe it or not, they would do these stated income and stated asset loans based on a 600 or 620 credit score. And nowadays, you can't even get, as far as I know, a stated income or stated asset, even with a credit score of 750 or 780. Nowadays, you have to have at least a 700 or better credit score just to get 5% down. So that is a huge difference. Another thing is everything has to be verified now. Back then, you could fog a mirror and you could get a loan. Amazing. But nowadays they verify everything. They want to verify your income, verify your assets. Back then you could give them your tax returns and they wouldn't even verify them to make sure they were real. Nowadays they send out a form to get your real transcripts from the IRS. So that is, everything is verified now. Another thing that's different is you don't see too much of the adjustable mortgages. A lot of things that people were doing back then, they were seeing, house prices rising kind of like they are now. And they were getting loans that were 5-year fixed, 3-year fixed, 2-year fixed. And so that with the plans to fix up the house in 6 months and then sell it for a huge profit before their loan changed, before it became an adjustable. So that is kind of gone to the wind. That is not really happening now. I guess there are some hard money lenders that will do that, but the mainstream is not. They're not doing those kind of loans. So another difference is that COVID has sort of changed all of our lives. Everyone was stuck inside for about a year. There was so much uncertainty and a lot of pent up buying energy. So maybe people got absolutely sick of their house during COVID and wanted to sell it and switch to another, or maybe they wanted to sell it and buy a bigger one, or they want to buy a second home. There's just a full gamut of things that people are wanting to do now that the COVID restrictions have lifted. So that is the changes that I see. It is a completely different ball game. There's a lot more cash in the market now than there was back then. I want to say probably at least half of the buyers that I'm working with are cash buyers. or they have the cash and they want to get financed because the rates are so low and it makes more sense to finance their purchase, but a lot more cash. And another new development that I wanted to share and discuss, and something I've been seeing, because our team, you know, we write a lot of offers and we kind of see what the temperature is by, you know, how many offers each house is getting. And one of the things I've been seeing is that on a house a month ago that I would have gotten maybe 15 offers on, all of them with escalations and appraisal waivers and blah, blah, blah. Now we're getting only 3 or 4 or 5 maybe. So I would like to look at the glass half full on this, and that would be, this is your opportunity to get your house. I mean, there's not as much competition. I haven't figured out transparently, honestly, what exactly is going on and why that is happening. It's a conversation I want to have with my colleagues and do some investigation, but there is less offers coming in on the $400,000 to $600,000 price range. So that is good news for our buyers out there. That's very good news. And that means you should call us right away, and let's get your offers in and see if we can get you a house. So this is Kelly.Broaddus with Kelly.Broaddus Real Estate Advisors. We have a full team. We can show you anytime. There's a bunch of us, and we're happy to help and quick and eager, and we answer our phones. And my number's 928-606-6749. Call or text me anytime, and we will see you next time. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.